Reserve time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our last game of the night here in WellPlay Invitational by VitalBet. Polarity versus Fantastic 5 in a lower bracket elimination best of 3. F5, they took game 1 with a storm. Polarity came back in game 2, looked completely different. Now, what can we expect from game
Radiant
3? I have no
team ban.
idea. My name is DragonJob and I'm joined by Johnny. How's it going, man?
We're
Dire
good, dude. We
team
got a really good game one, really good game two. We're excited for game three, but now they can start picking our favorite heroes, right?
Radiant team
We've seen what they can do. Now we need a Jake hero and an Abaddon pick just to make everything right. But might have to wait a little bit longer. Night Stalker actually makes it through his first ban last game and second ban the first game, and actually makes it through. And Polarity pick it up right away. But F5 taking tricks from their enemy's playbook here and grabbing the DS and Earth Spirit right away.
10 seconds
Dark's
remaining.
here is one of these very solid offlaners that can go into the jungle pretty
5
much from minute 1
seconds
if he needs to.
remaining.
And can always have an impact. Right? Earthspirit as well, it's a little more
Reserve
tricky
time.
sometimes, just finding the space to do something in the early parts of the game. And if you don't, you can feel kind of useless for the most part. You feel like you don't have an impact. This is something that they're gonna have to put some emphasis on. But Night Stalker is in a similar boat, right? I mean, he also needs to find kills during the nighttime. You can also jungle up early here with the Iron Talon
Radiant team
and
ban.
get this level 3, level 4 when the first nighttime starts, which is a pretty good benchmark for him. So
Yeah, he actually, you could still get a lot of value out of him, even from the support position. He's very strong in the off lane, just because he has very high HP and armor.
10 seconds
Um,
remaining.
Add the Iron Talon quickly, you
5
can still
seconds remaining.
safely level and get a little bit of gold while you're at it. But
Reserve
I don't
time.
know. I'm not really sure how they really want to run it. I think there's been a decent amount of competition over just like map control, but it's more like via split pushing as opposed to just kind of like scouting out with invisible heroes or using like even the Beastmaster Hawks were kind of underutilized. There, then again, I mean the F5 were kind of backed into a corner, and Cowling was kind of unable to really make too much
Dire
happen.
team ban.
So just side effects from how the game was going for them actually, but yeah, we'll see how they actually use the Night Stalker. It'll be interesting to see.
yep.
Dire
Ooh,
team
they
ban.
ban out the Alchemist this time. Fool me once, fool me twice. Alright,
Let's
got
get
it.
Radiant
Sorry,
team
Bees
ban.
Easy. Open up your hero pool, bro.
well, there's still plenty of heroes obviously BZ can play quite well. One of them would have been also the Death Prophet. Wouldn't have been too
10
bad here
seconds
for the
remaining.
combos.
Venomancer.
Oh
Oh,
god.
of
What
course,
is this?
DCB starts watching and we see a freaking Venomancer. What is this? The curse lives on.
Just wait till he sees it too. He's so happy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil him in hitbox chat. But yeah,
No.
I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm keeping an eye on it. The Venomancer. What are they gonna do with that? Is that a core Venom?
I mean, honestly, like the support Veno is just so bad. Like I feel like it just has to be core. But where the hell do you put him? I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, actually, Veno mid isn't terrible.
10
Um,
seconds remaining.
I don't know that BCC even thinks that's even viable, or if you
5
even like to
seconds
do that. You play
remaining.
the most farming intensive hero in the game 2 games, or then you get a Venomancer. I don't know. I think
Reserve
that he's
time.
just so much stronger on like yeah, they ban out the Death Prophet, but there's still like his Invoker is still very strong, and it's still in the pool. So I don't know. I don't know. Venom off lane, like
Uh,
what?
I
I
don't know
mean,
if you
obviously
can.
Darkseer is going to be there most
Yeah,
likely. Maybe they can do some sort of like disgusting dual lane. I don't know.
it's very odd. I think actually the most likely scenario would be okay. It's gonna be BZ Puck, so it could still
Dire
be
team pick.
kind of dual offlane. Darkseer maybe jungling a little bit more. And I don't know if Oxen plays this kind of hero. I mean, I've only seen him on like Juggernauts, Lifestealers so far.
10 seconds
This is
remaining.
just, I don't know, really odd. But yeah, Polarity,
5
there's
seconds
some decent
remaining.
ways to deal with that, I suppose. Oracle can still kind of keep you alive a little bit. Juggernaut with the healing
Reserve
ward,
time.
pretty damn good against the poison. The spin as well. I mean, Night
Yeah,
Stalker.
it's
Yeah.
nice though too, because I mean, Polarity is probably just as confused. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the game flow was just like seriously. Like, what? But the blue and green strat is going well for Fantastic Five, and another jug pick. So we'll see if the ops. I mean, we saw the early game into Battle Fury, so a little bit of best of both worlds kind of thing. Last game we saw what was it, Vanguard into Manta, so very safe passive build. I think he got grabbed a Diffusal after that. Um, so we've seen a little bit go both ways. I don't mind the early fighting this way because I think you kind of have to, especially like you said with the first night. Night Stalker really needs to make stuff happen. And yeah, it's painfully obvious when he leaves the lane if he is in the off lane, but I don't know. I think maybe keeping that support would be okay here and just grabbing a more impactful off laner. No offense to Night Stalker players, but
Yeah.
Radiant team.
I mean, he wants
Okay.
something to have a little setup there. I mean, the Tinker's going to be doing his thing. Juggernaut needs a little bit of setup, and Oracle. I mean, it's Fortune's End isn't the best setup.
And how do you imagine this Tinker matchup versus Puck going actually? Because
10 seconds remaining.
if you go mushroom, if you go for the greedy mushroom
5
machines
seconds
builds, you
remaining.
can kind of just. I mean, that's something that you can face with dodge.
Dire team.
But what we
back.
see a lot of Tinkers do these days is awfully like almost maxing out the laser and the rockets, and these are things that the Puck can deal with.
Yeah, the battle Tinker that we've seen maybe not be so viable, but honestly, like, it's not really as
10
effective.
seconds
But just to
remaining.
cover all your bases, just put points into everything. Like, it's
5 seconds
honestly,
remaining.
I feel like BCC is gonna want to kind of move around too, because I don't feel like whatever lane has the
Reserve
Venomancer, I
time.
don't feel like that'll be a strong lane whatsoever. He's probably gonna look to make things happen quickly, so just being able to farm up and protect yourself, and then maybe if you grab a nice rune on the Tinker, you can go make things happen. So maybe I honestly he might just hold the skill points initially just to kind of see what happens and feel with the lane. Because if the Earth Spirit is gonna sit there with BZZ,
Dire team pick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You might want the laser either way.
This is actually a very big avenue for Fantastic Five to just go down. Just have the Earth Spirit put on pressure on the Tinker in the mid lane. He doesn't have any sort of
10
escape, right? The only
seconds
thing that he can
remaining.
rely on is laser to take out the right clicks of one for a couple of
5
seconds.
seconds
That might just
remaining.
not be enough with the slows coming out and the right click from the second guy.
Radiant
That'll help a
team
lot
pick.
though.
That'll help, yeah. Earthshaker, I have
The
not
little
seen that one in a
Earthshaker.
while as well.
Please be a little Earthshaker. It has to be, right?
Yeah.
It has to be. Yes. Okay. That's the dream. Ever since like the early Virtus Pro days, like just watching him play as Earthshaker is just it was such a treat. That's awesome. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, so it's the core Night Stalker then. Cool. Okay, and I like the Spectre pick too, because you needed that sort of caveat in the draft. You needed
Yeah.
something, just a contingency plan for the later game if things do
Yeah.
end up going that long.
It
And it
also
really helps out their
plugs.
team fight too. It's really
Exactly,
strong. They have
yeah.
a very good team fight.
It plugs into their lineup, right? There's a very good synergy there. Between the Earthspirit, Venomancer, Puck, Darkseer. All of these heroes will be able to benefit from a Veil.
10 seconds remaining.
And Earthspirit, Venomancer, Puck, all three of those would normally buy that
5
if
seconds
no one else
remaining.
would. So it's kind of a question of what they prioritize the most, or what other items they would prioritize more on these heroes. But it's gonna be available in this game for F5, and with that they have a ridiculous amount of damage. That's any mid game and early mid game that the Spectre can really benefit off of just with the horns, like coming in, providing a bit of extra damage, and getting the gold for either Radiance, it's probably the play, or just a Fuse Blades, Mantistar kind of build up.
Yeah,
One
I
thing
don't.
that Spectre does is also just deal with the Tinker very well, right?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice thing about I think F5's draft, like you said, the Veil is literally going to be the most valuable pick up in the first 15 or so minutes, aside from the Blink Dagger on BZZ. But the Spectre, I mean, yeah, Oxen, he has definitely multiple ways he can go with it too. I mean, you don't necessarily. I mean, the Radiance would be nice just to kind of, obviously for the split push purposes, but and just like the raw damage over time, like there's really not a whole lot the Juggernaut or any of the heroes can do about the Radiance burn. So, yeah. But at the same time, like if you want to go early fighting, because you do have a fairly, especially if you get the early mech on the Darkseer, get the Veil at a decent time, Blink Dagger on BZZ, like
Yep.
You know, you get drums, Akala, phase
30
boots,
seconds
or
to
Urn,
go.
or whatever order you want to go with. I mean, it's gonna be really strong.
Yeah.
So
There's the potential for a
grab that
huge power
diffuser
spike
blade.
for Fantastic 5, and I'm not sure how Polarity can actually deal with that. But yeah, we'll find out as we get into game number 3 here, and it's best of 3 series and the WellPlay Invitational by Vital Bet. Fantastic 5 versus Polarity. The winner moves on to face up against Pro Dota tomorrow. The loser will be dropping out of this particular tournament. Let's take a quick look at the teams before the action starts.
The battle
Starting
begins.
here with BZZ on his puck. Fantastic 5 on the Radiant side. We've got Yol on the Earth Spirit. RMN on that support Venomancer after all. Spectre on the carry. It's going to be Oxen. That leaves the offlane / jungle in the hands of Kao Ling on the docks here.
Polarity, we've always wanted to fly. Finally playing a different hero. He's actually on the Oracle this time. Silent playing the Juggernaut. In mid, we have Iceberg on that very cool Tinker set, brand new from the cache. Cool, cool, cool. Lil Summer Soul, feeling the spirit of the season on that patented Earthshaker of his. And TK Phobos, already having Iron Talon, taking advantage of that hard camp, choke point jungling. Doesn't want to deal with the tri lane, just going for the safe and easy level and farm, so. Looks like, yeah, Darkseeker's just going to give up the lane right away, just like last game, so.
Yep.
Get the stack, got the Iron Talon picked up already.
Seems to be the way that people play now. Just stack up some camps, get a level 1 Iron Shell. I mean, and bring them low enough with Iron Talon to get a couple of early last hits, and that'll give you to your level 2, level 3 quickly enough. You can ramp up the speed of a jungle farm. So it seems to be working fine. So why not? Yeah, the only trade-off is obviously that it's gonna be a Juggernaut with complete free farm up at the top.
Yeah, which has been the case for pretty much the last every single game, honestly, in this series, regardless of what side the Juggernaut was on.
Yeah.
The offlane was typically just sacked, and they were just kind of dealt. They just have to deal with the consequences later on, which last game turned out not to be that big of a deal.
Alright, so yeah, free farm
So-
Spectre, free farm Juggernaut. Juggernaut's probably gonna be
It's Lil,
Game's gonna have
oh,
a God.
Lil, one more.
the right click, still gonna be enough. I'm not sure if he had the phase shift. Probably didn't.
That was
Just
so
give him
much
cooldown.
patience there by Lil, literally sitting in the lane for a minute and
Now-
45 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Yol
He
gets
actually
some
just
stuff out.
barely misses the Fisher, but I mean they still get the right clicks coming out here from the Tinker, getting that early null tally, having plenty of damage. And yeah, looks like he will be going the Battle Tinker build, skipping March, so be much easier to contest in lane. But look at all these rotations here. There's 4 heroes in the mid.
Well, our man got stuff in
3
Invitational,
mid.
does have to slow. There it is, and the roll in from Yol. Look at damage show. This all this burst. He will fall first here. They will trade for the Tinker though. I also want to say that's worth BZZ. What the hell are you doing there? There's an Earthshaker who will have enough mana for another fissure in a couple of seconds. The creep up on the tower, still taking quite a bit of damage, and the orb comes back out. He really wants to commit for the kill, but that nuke not hitting. Cannot actually get it reliably.
PCC. I think he was just mad. The first blood's still stinging a little bit.
Still, any sort of kill that you can get on a Tinker, despite them also losing the Earth Spirit, almost gonna be worth it, because the longer you can delay these boots of travels, the more space you have, the more time you have to set up and get your own core items to then deal with the Tinker later on. Wouldn't be too surprised to see some Blink Daggers a little bit earlier perhaps on some heroes. So it would be an argument for Blink Dagger on Puck instead of the Veil, for example, right?
Yeah, and like you said, there's so many heroes that can pick up the Veil. Like Earth Spirit has no problem picking it up, and like the stats itself are amazing. So if you get him on either support hero, it's gonna be really, really strong. I don't really foresee the Venomancer being able to pick up that kind of farm anytime soon. Earth Spirit making the rotation, he probably has a better chance. But either way, yeah, there's any of those 3 heroes can pick it up. And yeah, I agree with you. I think the Blink Dagger on the Puck is a lot more important.
Being rest out quite a bit here by these lasers. Also makes it hard to last hit, obviously.
Yeah, he's keeping up though. I mean, yeah, he's using the orb actually pretty well to farm. So
Outside of that, fairly even.
yeah, he's waiting for his bottle too, which will change a lot of things. Bottle and no, it's actually just boot or just bottle.
He's been
Little
crying
sitting
a
on the
little
high
bit.
ground. He's winning. He wants to go again.
It's just you just gotta be so patient on the Earthshaker. The
Yeah,
fact that he
I mean
already has
that's the
level
name of
3,
the game.
yeah. The fact that he already has level 3 is actually really good already, and now I might be able to find an angle. Especially with BZZ already using the orb aggressively here. But you'll actually scout out the Earthshaker on the side, it'll prompt him to get the hell out. So, I mean, there's really no reason to look at the other lanes too, right? I mean, been looking a lot
Yeah,
of mid lane,
I
but
was
yeah.
just gonna go into it. Yeah, like DK Phobos started committing to the camp, and obviously Cowling's been jungling. They're basically the same level, so both safe lanes, you know, basically just getting free farm. So Jug versus Spec. It just kind of depends on what they want to go and how the team wants to go about it. And actually, as I say that, of course, it's nighttime, and DK Phobos is gonna go in there and make his presence be felt. Nightmare, avoiding a creep.
Easy last hit. He's level 4, he also gets extra experience here just because it's here. Then he can, I won't be too surprised to see him maybe put on some more pressure on BZ mid. It's kind of the prime target to go for if you're Polarity right now.
Yeah, he is 6 though. He does have the dream, $1 million dream Carl up. So actually, Lil will take the lane as the Iceberg goes to grab the stack. It's only level 1 March. Oh no, he has 2 points in actually. I thought he put another point in the rocket. So.
That's still okay.
Uh-oh. BZZ knows this is going on.
Oh, that's a smart play here, snagging some of these last
He's
hits.
gonna take the tomato. He actually use Orb and grab the centaur if he wanted
Iceberg
to.
might
but
just die here, that's a call,
Iceberg,
yeah. I don't know what the Iceberg was thinking there, honestly. We're talking about puck level 6, there's no way they didn't spot that out. Being in middle lane and all. He's not expecting that damage, no one would even dare to help him and try and turn it around. It's just an odd play to go back into that. Maybe just expected BZ to have left already. But he's not that scared.
No, I mean he had completely full mana and health. Like he had no reason to walk away from that. And unfortunately now, I mean, yeah, like you said, getting any kill you can on the Tinker is huge. So he's gonna go right back where he was. But yeah, he lost the tomatoes, so he lost a little bit of gold, and he lost time on the map farming too. So it's gonna hurt him a little bit. But I mean, still, it's within about 6 to 7 minutes he'll have him almost guaranteed. So.
The Spectre now. Oxen looks like he wants to farm the jungle a little bit himself. Together with Cowling perhaps, and as a result Iron Man gets some extra space down in the bottom lane. He's spamming the wards, not going for the DCB approved build.
Feed the wards build. Nice.
And the DCB build is just max Gale and Poison Sting. Don't care about the ward. But there's the Horn coming in the middle lane, but Iceberg will be brought down. Nice little vision for them from Lil. But Oxen will just go straight above it. They will lose their Earth Spirit, but what cost? Oh, Spectre goes
Purifying
down to that?
Flames.
What?
Yeah, Purifying
What?
Flames is level 3.
It's
Blew him
just
up.
too freaking strong, man. Oracle.
Top tower is
What a
under
hero.
Well, that is an amazing Fisher by Lil too.
BZZ,
Just keeping him
the
locked up.
sun's available here. They didn't get it off in time though. Now they can. The Fortune Zen still connecting, but BZ with Surge, it should be enough to keep him safe. Cowling there to help out his buddy.
Radiant's top
So,
tower
who
is
won
under
that engagement? Like, almost to say it's really even. Inspector going down is always bad. Tinker going down is just as bad this stage in game. Once again, with no boots of travel.
Yeah, and they're not coming anytime soon now. It's every time he like starts to get like a little bit of farm, he gets like above like 800, 900, he just dies again. So I don't know. Honestly, I think I have to give it to F5. Like, yeah, you lost the Spectre, but I mean, BZZ is almost level 9 now.
Radiant's
Your
top
support's
tower
getting
is
pretty
under
decent
attack.
experience. Darkseer actually is 200 away, a little over 200 away from Mac. Like,
Has fallen.
I don't know. I think F5 are perfectly okay with how this is going so far.
Cowling with Mac, it's gonna be probably the word go for F5 to make something more happen.
Ooh.
Again, they have the call.
Puck's actually going for the Veil.
Yes, yeah.
BZZ.
That's
Yeah,
a
the only
pretty
one
good
actually
idea.
finding farm. Yeah, so someone's got to get it. So
It's also not like he necessarily needs a blink dagger right now. With the Tinker being shut down as much as he is, you don't really necessarily need it if you want to get pickups from him. You just walk up, coil, and be done with it. So it's kind of the common build-up these days anyway, even without these kind of considerations. Because it also gives you some nice little stats to play with. You can get the farm to get it nice and early where it's super effective. And in this game in particular, it doesn't only help out yourself, but also the rest of the team, which we were talking about earlier. Does make a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, while all this is happening, we're talking about the lanes we don't even have to worry about. Silent in the safe lane here.
Oh, yeah.
Polarity being one of the 77 CS, which is fantastic. Yeah, he's top of the net worth, but still 0-0-0. Literally, I don't even think he's actually hit a hero this entire game yet.
What do you think?
They did take the tower, which is great, but I mean, eventually he's gonna have to start doing something here.
Yeah. What do you think he's gonna turn the Blade of Blackroot into? Is it just gonna be Sanjin Yasha, perhaps? Or a straight up Manta style?
I like the S and Y just because they're gonna have to fight early, but I think the Manta just to be safe, because yeah, to break the 2 silences, I think you have to.
Yeah. Zero Spirit as well as the puck. Oh, Yol, why? Hon comes in and will be able to trade you for always want to apply, most likely, unless just TP's out, puck's there, will commit the green call. To make sure Oracle can't get away with his shenanigans.
Shenanigans are exactly what they are, too.
Yeah. And hey, look at that. Our man made his way to the middle lane to take up the fight up against Iceberg. And yeah, you can spam March, but the ward's still gonna be there, just chipping away.
Yeah, this is a really rough game for Iceberg right now. He's still a little bit away. He's so close. If they kill him one more time, though, it's it's gonna be brutal.
What is Lil doing here? He's keeping back. I was wondering if he wanted to go for some sort of crazy play, but as it stands, he just leaves Oxen alone.
He has the Echo Slam ready.
Does might have to use it soon. F5 looks like they want to make a full rotation towards. I don't know what. They will find always want to fly with that smoke. Maybe not the one that they wanted.
But he's
no,
the killer they deserve.
Look at this. They're gonna wrap around into Oxen. Being silenced up, knee should fall. Trying to TP, yeah, it's not gonna work.
You have 3 things to stop, 4 skills to stop a TP. I don't think you're getting out. There you go. There's your BOTs. But that being said, like, he's still very, very far behind, so...
Yeah, he needs a lot of time to keep going.
Yeah.
And so he sees him make counter smoke as well. Polarity, the ones who created space for him. Now they're picking it on mid, they want to wrap it around. Always want to fly made his way here. To defend the tower on BZZ. If Spidey senses are tingling, then he should be going all the way back there instead of turning around.
I don't think
does
so.
Turn around a little from the high ground. Oh, BZ's. Okay, silence comes out. Can't jump.
They commit everything for him. That's worth it. That's probably the highest priority kill they could have right now. I mean, yeah, the Dark's here technically now ahead at top in the net worth chart, but yeah, he has the mech, so that won't be so easy next time around.
Well, okay, just turns it around. He is still on top of him, pops some McIntyre's Carling is there. There's a wall coming out first. Doesn't actually have the mana for the vacuum here, but now Oxen comes in, gets 1 kill. Always on the fly should be the next one on the list here. If they could do a little bit more damage to make him pop, they should be able to here with the poison coming through as well. Even the ultimate committed here, he will end up falling. DK Phobos also starting to take out, but Oxen, he's slowed down, has to try and walk around, not silent, finally making an appearance in this game here, but nice little play there with the surge on top of the dagger. This goes right through the trees, don't give sound division.
Denied the tower!
Anything else. And... oh, the tower, that ward, the tiny little ward that could. Can he make it?
Yeah. He wishes.
So, once again, who won that fight? I have no idea. Tinker died? Oracle died?
Well, they got the pick. You gotta remember, they got the pick off on BZZ first, and actually Silent got credit with the kill there. So he used the Omni Slash. So he's actually hitting heroes now. But the fact that they couldn't finish off the Spectre, I think, I guess they'll get to F5 because their lineup right now, they know that they're still peaking. The Tinker hasn't quite got online yet. Yeah, I still think the advantage goes to them right now. And they gained a little bit of map control by finally taking a tower.
Yeah, he's just being turned around.
F5 definitely won that, yeah. Check out the graph, they definitely brought it back almost even here.
Oh yeah.
More shenanigans here.
What's the point? The core heroes are still getting something, right? BZ, despite his death, still sitting at 1700 gold, going into towards the Blink Dagger. So he's doing fairly well. Venomancer, going to do with that headdress? It's gonna be a pipe for him.
It wouldn't be the worst. It wouldn't be the worst, mostly just for his own survival, honestly. But yeah, there's plenty of magic damage coming
pipe
out.
him, just against the Tinker, just to have the ability to stand in the martial machines for a little while at the very least. So yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, the nice thing about picking the supports that they had is there's so much utility that you can get out of these. I mean, the puck picking up the Veil is probably like the nicest thing BZZ could do, because now it frees up everyone else to pick up whatever they want. They already have the Mech and the Arcane boots on the Darkseer, so Venom's free to pretty much do whatever he wants at this point.
BZZ, oh no, don't, no, run, DK.
He's so close to Blink. He's so close to Blink.
Doesn't have
Speaking
TP out
of,
here.
Lil actually just picks his up now, so this is where things start to get really interesting.
That's really good timing too.
Yeah, I think they just want to go. He's 3-1-4.
Yeah.
A little Earthshaker.
Still have the nighttime for just a little bit. And then smoke
We're gonna
up.
smoke up too.
Gonna get here. Yol against. It's kinda meh. Darkseer in the back lines. He can go for his own blink now if he wants to, as Puck picks this one up. BZZ ready to fight. Another ultimate on Spectre, and yeah, Oxen actually went for the Vanguard. What do you make of that? Is that an indication that he... Okay, hang on, hold that thought. Might want to see a team fight here. Yo, this gets blown up immediately, but they use the Axe Slam for 2. The vacuum wall comes out. And now Oxen just comes in. Brings down Always Want to Fly, forces on another false promise at least. He's TPing out this time around. Yeah, it will be allowed to. But they still did enough damage with the pop. So 1-4 trade again. Support for support, ultimate for ultimate.
Yeah, they just blew so much on the freaking Yol. Yeah, it's. I think the Vanguard's okay here because you can get the Radiance whenever. Yeah, obviously early best, but I think with all this early fighting, the drums really wouldn't offer too much. The Vanguard you can always build up later because you're gonna need some sort of lockdown for the Tinker.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's great that you can dagger him and you can haunt. It's awesome, but you're gonna need something to actually stop his TP. So keep him in place. So I think it's okay.
I wonder if this is also an indication it doesn't want to go for Radiance after all, because you were talking about the merits of it, and yeah, absolutely agree. It's a great item on Spectre. But if he wants to go for that kind of Manta style diffusal build, that would also be very effective at bringing down the Tinker, because all we need to do is... Oh, hang on, what the hell? Juggernaut, okay. Ganked up at 4 heroes, that'll happen. But yeah, if you just take it up against Tinker, haunt the top of him, pop the Manta style, and he's dead. The mana burn. Now Oxen might be dead in the bottom lane here, daggering into the trees. Nice little fissure there, but not gonna be enough. Oxen will be able to make his TP out happen. And we'll see what Spectre wants to do. There's a blink from the Tinker though, it's gonna make him a lot more elusive now.
Jeez, 17-minute Greaves here. Golly.
God, he's got an enormous amount of farm too. He's sitting on top of his team's net worth chart. And it's kind of the crazy part, being part of so many of these engagements.
I really can't believe how quickly Iceberg's caught up. I mean, as soon as he picked up the bots, like he's second on the team.
Nasty piece of the mid lane. Always Want to Fly, find him again, once again. I feel like
please leave me alone.
I feel like we're just stuck on repeat. We see the same kind of plays. This time Lil kind of helping out, going back for low. Now Ox comes in with his ultimate finish up. Always Want to Fly, but the fight is started. Lil actually taking quite a bit of damage here from Magnetize and everything else, and the Iron Shells. He will fall too before he can TP out. Now Silent caught in front line. He has the Omni Stash, and will. Oh no, Yol, don't. Okay, Yol doesn't die this time around, so it's a little bit different. Silent gets the healing ward off. They can't actually take care of it. Now BZZ silenced up. He can protect himself up against the rocket spam. Noxens has to do some more work. He is looking for Iceberg. Still has the Iron Shell on top of him taken away. Will be able to get that kill too. Unstoppable spree for him, but now Silent coming back. Phobos with another set of spells. Cowling, can he create enough space for Oxen? No, the spin lasts long enough to get that extra kill. Now he's just giving up his own life. That just went terribly wrong for Fantastic 5 after it started so well.
That was like the dream fight for Oxton too. He gets
Yeah.
6 kills in a row. Like basically, he would have to go Radiance just because the game is telling him to. And then they forfeit those 2 kills to Juggernaut. Literally gets over 1,000 gold just getting those last 2 pickoffs. So, jeez. Yeah, and now he's got the finished Mantis Style. He's got 1,300 on top of that, and they're gonna take the mid T1 as well.
Whoa, Lil!
BZZ.
Oh, BCC too. He's going in deep. Is he? No, he's. I don't know.
Nice.
Our man making this rotation in here. BCC does not have the coil for another second. But did see what Lil just ran into earlier up top. I mean, I give you hints.
Radiant's middle tower.
On the side ground.
denied.
You see that?
Oh my gosh.
That tiny little wards cancelled out the blink dagger, so he wasted his ultimate on the spot.
Only 109 seconds. We'll be fine. If CIS isn't your favorite region to watch Dota, I don't.
Yeah, I
You need to
don't
watch
see
more. I
that
think.
being-
there's just too many little things.
Alright, where are we at in the game now? If you look at the graphs, Polarity with these last 3 crucial kills, I mean, was Spectre, Park, and Darkseer, who almost unnecessarily died at the very end, which are the 3 highest net farmers on the side of a 5. So with that, Polarity eked themselves out a little bit of a more substantial gold lead around 3k, 4k around the experience, so... I think it's a 5, still getting the farm on the course, and they will find Iceberg is deeping out, that'll be cancelled by Yol, that's a good pick off. Get the
Yeah,
Spectre
that's
too,
huge.
so... He's saving up the money now. 2.8k? 0.9k?
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's not necessarily a Radiance, honestly. Still, like he could have picked up components, but it's still fairly early. Like their team, like they hit their power spike, but they're still very strong. And honestly, I think overall, I think the team just the way that they're engaging because they're using the
careful,
hop-
Lil comes in with the fissure, plenty of follow-up should be around here, especially with the Omni Slash. No daggering away for this one.
Yeah. See, this is he's like, oh, I was thinking Radiance.
You
I
can
was
see!
like, eh.
Triple call, where's the follow? There it is! They do get always want to fly as usual. Lil will be brought back. Juggernaut just runs out with the spin.
Where did this come from? RMN has an egg in him
Oh,
scepter.
wow.
We saw the casual's headdress, and all of a sudden the scepter. What? What
That
is
is.
this meme?
I
That's
don't know.
actually Brit playing. It's actually Brit playing. He's got this. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, F5, their lineup is just so strong, like throughout too. And yeah, the botched Echo Slam, obviously not the greatest. Definitely could have used that.
We haven't
But,
even seen the big 5-on-5 all-out team fight just yet. That's a crazy part. And we've
No,
seen small
well,
little
F5 won't let that
skirmishes.
happen.
Yeah, they
F5
can't.
won't let that happen.
At this point, they can't. With
They
the
know
Axe on
better.
Venno, plus the Veil, plus all the
Oh my
Earthspear
God.
BS, plus the everything. F5 has so much superior team fight right now. Easy will dodge that one. Yol runs out. Polarity still want to chase a little bit further, but it looks good here. They get the fissure, kind of isolating Silent on the wrong side. Oxen goes in deep. Once again, always want to fly. Once again, with the false probes. I just feel like we're stuck on a loop here with this particular exchange. Nice little vacuum back though, into the stun, into the everything. There it is. Silence the coil. RMN with his ultimate started to take away Silent and Lil. They will fall, but they do get the Spectre. That's a huge pickup, and that'll give their continued aggression here a little bit. RMN needs to get a bit more damage on the Silent. He should be taken out of this, and he will. And the fight's still going on here. Darkseer and RMN, they're dropping so low. Iceberg, he's just turning it up.
What?
Very well, as much damage as the 5 can do with their team fight. So
Was
can
there a
Tinker
buyback
with
on
the
Polarity that I missed? No, there was no buybacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Tinker
just-
literally just left the fight and came back.
Yeah.
Unreal. I mean, that's the power that they have when you're fighting that close to a tower, and he already has the bots. The creep wave wasn't killed off either way. I mean, he was able to re-engage in that fight and just keep spamming his shit.
Can really
I mean,
sneak
the
up on
Spectre
you
went
too.
down right away, but damn, that's like the dream fight for F5 though. But you saw like
Yeah.
the huge coil, you got the ult in, you got the double boulder smash, like, ay.
This is the point where we realize that you have to account for the Stinker. It's
Yeah.
Iceberg's
Well,
important.
and-
Max Laser, Max Missile. Would be too surprised to see him pick up an axe now as well. Yeah, there it is. Point booster.
Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, they didn't have the back wall combination too. That's the only ult that didn't go down.
BCZ wants to go for this play. There's some help though. Iceberg
Oh.
made his way. Oh, he dodges that Echo Slam! Vacuum! So, oh god, he BCZ. I'm not sure if that was a play.
Lil.
Oh, that could have been so beautiful, but BCZ kind of maybe a bit of miscommunication. He sacrificed himself for the coil. Then the wall never came out. Armin didn't have his ultimate ready. Ah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of sucks. Like he had the ultimate a little bit towards the middle part of the fight, Armented. So like you need it's damage over time. Like you need to have that off right away. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the positioning tool, so you had to kind of like slither up there and like here's my shit. Like so it wasn't the most effective, but yeah, I mean it ticked out Silent and got the Oracle very low. I mean they were just beating and always want to fly like the entire fight though. So they get the nice pickup on the puck, knowing that they can take Roshan, and they're just gonna control the pit. Oh, are you lagging?
I was freezing for a second.
There we go.
Kale, yeah, they hold it. That's the server kind of taking the piss, I think.
Luxembourg things.
Just follow the things, really.
Alright, Aegis goes on to silent. What is this perseverance here on the Juggernaut? Is this a retro Battle Fury?
Huh?
No, it can't be.
Question.
It's gotta be Refresher. Done. It's Refresher.
I
I don't mean to put you on the spot, sorry.
It's not gonna be Link.
It is a retro! It's a retro
Battle
Battle
Fury,
Fury!
okay.
I like it.
Ah.
You're
They
winning the
realized that
farm war,
they-
just secure
yeah.
it.
Just secure the farm
I
wall, yeah,
guess.
exactly.
And there you go, there's a relic on the Spectre, so definitely saving up, but I mean, Oxen died 3 times in the process of picking that up, so...
It feels like you could have done more in these kind of team fights, just with Mantle Refusal. Or just one of those.
I'm in complete agreement.
Well, at the same time, Radiance is gonna amplify zone farming speed, and maybe that's also a consideration. I mean, recognize that Polarity has been able to fight back in these team fights and get a lot done for themselves, that you have to have some sort of comeback mechanism as well. And Mantle Refusal, not the worst for farming, just because of the all-around stats and stuff that it gives you. But obviously, Radiance is
Stats,
much
decent
superior.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
So
But yeah, like you said, I mean, it's still not online, but having the Manta Diffusal is just so much nicer for picking off the Tinker, but you really don't want to commit Haunt for that, but at the same time, the Tinker is the one causing the majority of the issues. Like, yeah, the Juggernaut's top of the net worth, but he's Manta Battle Fury, like, he's not ruining your life quite yet.
Not alone anyway. He needs that covering fire.
Venom Mancer almost has Blink Dagger. 50 gold away.
It's gonna
That's
be a good pickup.
huge.
Yep. Also, the ward spam doing so much to just help with the vision. Help with Polarity just running in on top of you. DK Phobos, he does have the Axe Gem. So
Yeah.
gonna get
And
that
BKB
vision.
literally just picked up too, so 10 seconds ready to go at will here. Which they're gonna need against the Venom ult. There's your Blink Dagger. Radiance picked up. A lot of big items coming out on both sides here.
Alright, this is where the game really starts for F5. If they want to... That is also one of the reasons why they picked up the Spectre, just to have some sort of semblance of late game insurance. Not sure if it's gonna be enough this game, but then again, if you look at Polarity, they have a similar type of lineup, right? The only real hard right they can carry is the Juggernaut. I think the Spectre can handle him.
Radiant's middle tower.
Then there's a Tinker, which is still shut down by BKBs. And can, if you track him down, you also can break down easily here. Lil, False Promise should secure this retreat. They don't. Nah, they also cancel it. I mean, backlines, always Oxen just goes for all one flight. TP comes in, Iceberg rejoining the party. No lost the Earth Shaker. Just look at the spam, look at this rocket spam. Cowling will fall to this just alone. Same for freaking Earth Split. It was like 5 rockets in a row coming out of this entire mana pool.
Yeah, RMN completely whiffed that That Poison Nova literally only hit Lil.
Oh man,
That's brutal.
that is annoying. Oh,
I don't know
wow.
if the Blink Dagger got cancelled by March or what, but yeah, it was completely whiffed. Very unfortunate, but it
Dude,
looks like, I mean, the
yeah.
Spectre's still up, so they can't really capitalize too much more than that T2, so it's not terrible, but...
They need to find the Tinker though. They need to find a way to jump. It's gonna have to be a lot on the Spectre and just focusing on that. It's not quite there yet. Once again, Radiance is nice, but it's not the quick damage that you're looking for to bring down the Tinker before you can TP out again, because you don't have lockdown. You're not gonna have lockdown for a while, unless you want to go for straight Basher. Basher slash Abyssal.
Yeah,
Which
I
would be
think,
unorthodox,
I
but
think
decent.
Spectre needs multiple items. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's the Blade of Alacrity, so... Likely a Manta, possibly Diffusal, but I mean, they're just pushing high ground. They still have Aegis.
Silence on front lines here, committing a little bit of extra damage here. Oxen actually caught on front lines. Dropping quite a lot of stealth points.
Blink Echo is available, and yeah, they still have the gem. DK Phobos, BKB's back. I mean, they have everything they need at this point. Tinker upgraded BOTs can literally come in at will.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Phobos. Slowed down, but just
What
around
is
on arm,
this?
and he's just great bait, maybe not so great. With the Fissure coming in, Yo has to roll back out again. He's the BKB forced out, I suppose, but not sure if that was worth it here. That's the ultimate down. You don't have a Vandal ult for 50 seconds.
Aegis is reclaimed, so that might be... they smoke up. I think they're just kind of feign retreat and then maybe hope to pick somebody off
Yeah.
that comes out.
I think F5 is... I think F5 is not falling for that though. I mean, they see the matches now. Okay, they're gonna go in here. Stab BZ, that's a vacuum wall. Onto a couple of heroes here. Call's still available here if you want to use it. Well, Omnislash is doing so much work here, bringing down BZ. Can buy back if necessary. But Oxen here, oh god, no. Goes in deep for just a single kill. And then just ends up being chopped down.
I mean, this is all backed up off the Venom pick off. I mean, DK Phobos, yeah, he lost the BKB charge, but there's no Venom ult for that. They can go in, yeah, they lose Lil, but they always lose Lil. It's always want to fly, literally just saves himself and just says, "Sorry, but this is happening." But I mean, it's without an Aegis, that's probably the best you could hope for. They get 3 kills, and I mean, I'm sure they would have liked to put a little bit of damage on that T3, but they got down to half. It's not bad.
Silent 3k gold, Zone Diffusal Blade. Thought to be annoying as well. Vacuum was to be... to give him pause a little bit, but they don't quite have the angle to actually initiate on him. They need all 5, they need the Spectre up with the Horn. Oh, busy. Yeah, just... these kind of plays, right? I mean, if you're looking to fight, the high ground defense isn't bad, right? BZ just able to go for these... it's kind of risky. Yeah, blink in, orb, waning rifts. Or like orb in, waning rift, and blink out, whatever. You have to use
Still,
it
like,
to pay shifts.
you've said this, and I poked it at a little bit, but Iceberg's still just doing whatever the hell he wants. And he's just continuing to accumulate gold. Like, there's literally nothing that's stopping him right now. The upgraded BOTs is just huge, because he can literally go at any point when they want to fight and turn it around. I really hope he goes
right
Hex
now.
next.
Oh yeah, Hex would be great. Let's see, Asha for Spectre.
I mean, because they almost had, like, every time they initiate, they either just have enough to kill BZZ or they're just barely shy. Poor Yol. Oh my gosh.
I'm not even gonna say anything to that.
And just think back, like, you know, 25 minutes ago when we were just laughing at the
Slash
Tinker.
to our man.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is getting really, really ugly here. I mean,
could
Tinker,
argue-
you have to...
Yeah, you could argue, okay, it's only 2 supports down, but these 2 supports are so crucial for F5 to take any sort of team fight. That is, PC almost dies up top as well. It's, man.
Yeah, Silent literally by himself just plugging away at this tower.
Game is hard right now for F5, they need more time, but Polarity is inclined not to give it to them. slowly siege down these racks. Iceberg with the covering fire, just keeping back to base, and this is an opening for a 5 to maybe make a play with Tinker just out of the fight for a couple of seconds, but the rest of Polarity just playing too defensive for that.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Don't open themselves up to a big vacuum play. There it is, 2 heroes with a wall, but no follow-up here. Pawns, kind of wasted. Oxen goes in, has to be careful not to die. At least Iceberg, oh man, the good ultimate this time around here. Yol will end up falling to the Night Stalker's fight goes on, but look at Lil. So much damage coming out. Oxen doesn't even get the counter kill. Despite everything, they still lose quite a bit in that engagement.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised they didn't opt to go for Roshan before trying to pierce high ground again. I mean, their lineup not really all that great at it, so I mean, the Aegis definitely would have been beneficial. But yeah, they just went all in. I mean, they got the range, which who cares really? But but that being said, look who finally died. The Juggernaut. Silent finally goes down. But that being said, it's oh my gosh, what did he pick up? Tinker's got something on the courier here. Oh, and Bloodstone. Okay.
Bloodstone, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it kind of helps you just sustain the field. Okay, bottom lane. Gonna try and show it off already. Oxen kept alive. Cowling has to be careful not to just feed himself. But now, Yol tried to go for the play, but on the wrong side, unfortunately. Just so much.
Tinker's right back in.
Yeah.
No, he cancels it.
What do F5 do now? What can they do? Can they smoke up or something?
I mean, they're hiding in base. I mean,
Yeah.
they need to wait for Poison Nova. There's literally nothing they can do. They have 30 seconds. They need Haunt, and they need so they have at least 30 seconds to wait. If they don't have, they need all their ultimates in order to take like a somewhat advantageous team fight here.
Or at least they have to mental stealth force back to. It's a huge upgrade. Gonna have to
But
rely
still,
on
I mean, she's so far behind them.
That is true.
So far behind. But yeah, it's a step in the right direction, and I mean, they can still take a good team fight. I mean, like you said, when the Tinker is out for that like 6-7 seconds, and he's going back and regenning, but that's the thing now with the Bloodstone. It won't even take that long.
Yep.
I honestly don't think they have enough firepower to kill him.
It's not even just the Tinker, man. It's just the Juggernaut as well.
Well, yeah,
They're
now
gonna
the
give
rest of the
themselves
team's
another-
definitely caught up. I mean, look at DK Phobos. I mean, he's ahead of the Spectre, who's had Radiance for a while now. And actually, he's working on an AC at this point, and I think he's finished it. Oh, he's got one more piece to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna take Roshan now. Give the Aegis to Silent one more time. Like to finally completely break a lane.
Silence doing the damage. Little's doing a good job, just locking people down with the Link 4-star fissure. This entire combo in general. Always want to fly, right?
Fly,
He's
doing
just-
great job.
yeah.
False promising himself.
We joke about it, but he hasn't had to false promise anyone else.
That's
like-
true.
He's
Or
the
hasn't
he's
had it available for anyone else.
he's the
Silent maybe
he's insurance
regretting that.
policy though. Right?
Yeah.
For the most part, if they play it correctly, he's gonna be in backlines and only come in when needed. Alright, another
There's your AC,
siege.
they have all their tools.
Oh, man.
That's the opening. That's
This
the
is-
opening right there.
This is an Omni Slash for Venomancer, but it's so worth it. Right? It is so worth it. Meanwhile, Tinker just spams a march, makes it hard for F5 to actually go in there. And then Sun just does his thing. Oh, BZ gets a combo up. There's a ball vacuum. They also get
That's the
DK
dream!
forward here. That's the Aegis triggered already. And Oxen trying to jump around, trying to find a way to find a place to actually go. Sights a little in the backlines. Well, Silence still going strong. Same for DPK. Phobos quite tanky. Also on the fly once again. False promising himself, but now Silent actually gets control up. But Lil will be combo broken by BZZ. He'll die too without actually having damage to follow it up. DK Phobos will be the last one to fall, and that'll make it into a 5-man wipe despite the dieback from Venomancer. That was a huge victory for F5. And guess what?
They're
Tinker died in the initial assault, and Polarity just fall apart.
That was literally the dream initiation for them. They could not have been better. I don't really know why. Like the Tinker was just so bold. There was 3 other heroes he could have TP'd to, TP'd right onto Silent up on the high ground. BZZ saw that, blinked in, coiled Silence, and then boom, you saw the back wall combo, and then all of a sudden, hey, we have a Venomancer again, Haunt, and then it just he just tore everything up from there. And this is it. It's a step in the right direction, but they're still
this
very,
still 15,
very far away.
It's still 15k gold behind us, but yeah, it's
But
goes
they
to
didn't
show
lose
that
anything,
yeah, it's only Venomancer dieback, but yeah, he didn't even get his ultimate off. I don't think he did, but yeah, he still won.
yeah, he got off only on Silent. But
Okay,
at that point, I mean, he's so.
Oh
damn
yeah,
strong.
right. It's a 60-second cooldown with Scepter. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
it's
long.
it's
Oh,
definitely
look
a
at
step in the
BZ.
right direction.
I love this play. He's not gonna get his gratification now because I think he cancelled the TP, actually opting to go bottom lane instead, which is a bit annoying. But BZ found himself an Invis rune, who's sitting there waiting for Tinker to come in, but now he has to show himself.
Yeah, they have to make plays like this because they're not going to get that opportunity again for a bit. Polarity, I mean, that's still pretty questionable. Iceberg literally thinking he's immortal and just I'm gonna go right into the base, see what happens. But I don't think they'll make that mistake again.
It's probably the Bloodstone syndrome, right? You're like, I'm so far ahead, I have a Bloodstone now. Then you promptly die. This can't be a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Bloodstone is supposed to be starting at 8 charges, so this is like Ice Frog's way to make that happen. Despite the
Hey guys, if I
apparent
die, I
buff.
heal you anyway. It's fine. It's good. You're welcome. No, it's... I can just re-goose now. Everything's back up. Echo Slam. Omni is ready to go.
This time though, it's F5 taking the initiative. Blink back him kind of missing. Now Darkseer down. Oxen goes in deep. Put the call onto Iceberg here. They need to bring him down, but so far false prompts on him. Able to help out. Silent and backlines cleans up the Venomancer. Again, buyback from Darkseer, and Iceberg he pops at the end of it all. It did enough damage. Yol will fall. Oxen actually caught in the trees. That's a bad place to be here for him. He'll be mana burn. There's no way out for him. So he will fall. Let's buyback too. Oh, Polarity. This time around to get a bit of a better angle. With F5 having to spend so much time just beating down Iceberg. Came right back. His own buyback, wasn't it? Yeah. Did he? Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
Buyback status, yeah. Take a buyback. Everyone else on the side of Fantasy 5 essentially.
Rack's still remaining though at the end of the day.
Yep.
But I mean that was
they need to
3
find more,
buybacks.
yeah, they need to find some more kills now. They don't have the ultimate that ready. That's all comes back to the initiation from Darkseer that just kind of whiffed completely.
Well, not only that, but he was like just melted immediately too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't even. I don't even think he got the griefs off.
Man. Well, actually still showing us that they are the ones for the giant network advantage.
And not only this, but Silent has Silent's the only one in the game with buyback right now.
Yeah.
So even if they kill him,
Our man gets the ultimate off, over to pop the BKB, Silent with spin. How much should end up falling unless the Glimmer Cape is enough to protect him? Looks like it.
yeah, Silent doesn't even care about this eggs Poison Nova anymore. Neither does Phobos. Like it really is of no consequence.
It's always
It's
so funny
sad
to
when
see
you
him
say
up.
that, but Fail, Egg, and him Scepter, Poison Nova. Yeah, kind of tickles a little bit. Yeah, Oracle is just doing a great job setting everyone up. Haunt and Coiler back up now though. This is it.
Can't fight into like the triple march though. Lose the racks. It's a hard game even for Polarity just to fight in. They're making so little progress. If they win one more fight, then it should be all over once again because there's no buybacks. F5 need to find a perfect engagement here. Vacuum 1 onto 2. Iceberg false immediate. No, once again false promise. He is still able to operate. TP back to base. Actually stuns himself on the coil. It's not ideal, but Spectre he goes down in a man fight against Silent. And this is it. This is GG. Haven't called it yet, but they will once Iron Man drops. They're all dead, Johnny. They're all dead.
They went down fighting though.
They went down
Damn,
fighting.
God, I love their draft though. I really love their draft, but I mean, their power spike, they really didn't make a whole lot happen, honestly. It's unfortunate because, I mean, the going back for the Battle Fury just paid off so much, and the Tinker, like, yeah, he didn't get BOTs until later, but it just didn't matter. They gave him 40 minutes. Like, they beat him up early in the laning phase, and then got that solo Dream Coil and killed him, but for the rest of the game, he just ran rampant. There it is.
Oh, well.
Polarity, baby. Who's that? Someone bet 2 Arcanas on them, too.
Yeah. He's gonna be very happy now with himself. Probably gonna be more insufferable as a result. just kidding, man. Just kidding.
That's 100% it, though.
But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the games. We certainly did. But unfortunately for Fantasy 5, they put up a valiant fight. Took game 1 sweeping, but Polarity, they got their act together and showing some promise. So
yeah, no kidding. Just need a little warm-up game. Just a little warm-up game. Deco Phobos. Damn, look at this guy. Just styling in every game. I'm very impressed. I'm so happy. It's always fun to cover these guys. I love CAS Dota, but it's always a treat, right? You see some whiffed Echo Slams. You see some little bit of trolling with earn charges. Like it's always the little things in there. Lil selling all his items at the end. Good job.
God damn it. Alright, so yeah, that does mean that Polarity is gonna fight up tomorrow. Fight up against Pro Dota tomorrow. The winner of that will be up against the Danish Bears. The winner of that up against Kaipi in the grand finals. But for us today here, that concludes our broadcast. Johnny, time for shameless plugs. Where can I find you?
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm basically just kind of piggybacking wherever Dragon Drop's going at the moment. Also doing a little bit of Pro Dota on the side whenever I have a free moment. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter. Here's Johnny_ if you would like to see what I do with my life.
Yep. Don't forget the underscore. The underscore makes it amazing. And while you're at it, you can also follow me on Twitter at DragonDropDota. And if you want to find out more about the tournament, all the schedule and everything, you can check out wellplay.co. That's where you'll find all the information that you need. But yeah, once again, last time, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.